Literally, where have you been? Come back to YouTube already. You just disappeared for like over a month. Did you forget that you were a YouTuber? Did you just make a YouTube video already?
Hey! Hello and welcome back to all my beautiful subscribers, and welcome if you've never been here before. I'm back. I know I have not posted for a little bit. Honestly, the only excuse that I have is that I have just not been passionate about making videos, and I have been making videos. I sit down to edit them and I absolutely despise them and hate them and think they're horrible, and then I'm like, I'm trashing this video. So sat down, reevaluated, came up with video ideas that I feel like I'm more passionate about. We're just in a rebranding phase for 2026. Happy New Year. I know it's already February. This video was filmed across the whole month of January. Major apartment reset, which includes a lot of cleaning, actually a lot of remodeling and home decor. Let's go back in time to the very beginning of January, taking down all of the Christmas decor.
Kaylee?
This is what we got going on right now. I'm so sad. It just looks so sad everywhere now with all the Christmas decorations. But this is all of the Christmas decor. We're going to the storage unit to do like a lot of organizing. We're basically gonna be there all day tomorrow. Christmas was really hard for me this year. Like, not actual Christmas. Christmas was the best Christmas I've ever had since I was like a kid. I had so much fun with family. I feel like the decorations, it felt so good. When Christmas was done, I was hit majorly with just the after Christmas blues, and taking down the Christmas decorations, I cried like 20 times. I felt like the apartment was so sad looking. Wanting to do some certain things decor wise. I really love home decor. I'm a DIY girl at heart, and I'm super into thrifting. I'm gonna show you guys all the home decor stuff that I did over this month first, and then we'll get into cleaning. I always love to do an apartment, a life reset, getting my life together and organizing everything, usually in the beginning of the year. And I do like really big resets 1 to 2 times a year, going through every single drawer, cabinet, closet, every inch of the apartment, throwing away things I don't use, giving stuff to Goodwill. One of the major things that I needed to tackle was my storage unit. It is so freaking full. I didn't film too much of it, but I basically got these racks for a bunch of bins to go in so I could organize things a little bit better, because I want to be able to go into my storage unit and just grab anything. I have a lot of stuff in there, like Halloween costumes, dresses that I'm not going to wear all the time, a bunch of arts and crafts that I just do not have room to put in here, old home decor furniture, surfboards. Like, there's just so much crap in there that specifically old clothes I put into piles of keeping, selling on Depop, and Goodwill. And I filled up a good like 10 trash bags full of clothes to give to Goodwill. All the other stuff in storage, and I low-key still need to do some stuff with storage, but we did make a good dent. Dude, in the process of all year, I have my nails done right now. This is the first time I've done my nails in over a month, which is just absolutely insane for me. And I broke all of my nails in the process of doing all of this cleaning. And my nails were so healthy, and now they're not. So I'm letting them grow out underneath my nails. Like, this is a protection factor, but I'm also learning how to play the guitar. So it kind of sucks because I can't learn right now when I just did my nails anyways. That's actually on my New Year's bucket list, and that's gonna be in another video that you guys are gonna get literally within the next few days. The next step in organizing, which I did not film every single second of me doing this, under sinks, in all the cupboards, in junk drawers, in every single drawer in the apartment. Organized it, replaced things, threw away things that we don't use that are just in the back. And I started with the kitchen. I went through my entire nail desk, and the one that really needed a lot of love was my nail polish drawer. So I sat there and with rubbing alcohol rubbed down every single one of my nail polish bottles, cleaned out the drawers, and reorganized everything by color and just so it's easier to find. We moved into this apartment 1 year ago. One of the main reasons why I wanted to move into this apartment is because it had washer dryer hookup. We have a laundry room in the complex, but we have had so many issues with it ruining our clothes, people stealing our stuff. Recently I had like a duvet cover and a bunch of stuff stolen, and that was really like the last straw, and I got some money from a sponsorship and I was like, okay, this is the time. Let's finally buy a washer and dryer, revamp our entire laundry room so it actually has storage. As you can see, no cupboards, nothing to hang anything up. This room has been a storage room for just a bunch of random stuff. We just toss it in there and keep that door closed. Complete disaster in here right now, but you can see I got all of these packages from IKEA and I have started building them because I am redoing the laundry room. I finally have a washer and dryer. I feel like a true adult now. Definitely the biggest DIY project that I have done yet. Well, I don't know. Taking the popcorn ceiling off in my office may have been a bigger project than this because it took me like 5 days. Good morning. I have to go out and get a few more things for the laundry room. Like I need to go to IKEA to get another cabinet because it just was not sized correctly. I've been staying up pretty late trying to just get all the cleaning done. I haven't really been getting that much sleep, so I'm looking a little tired. When I don't get that much sleep, my eyes get very purple and blue underneath. But thankfully this video is sponsored by Kosas, and I'm going to show you how I very quickly cover up my dark circles. And no, I am not going in with a super duper thick concealer that's going to feel very heavy. It's going to look very cakey and thick. This is going to look very natural but actually give us coverage, and it's going to look good all day long. I have been using the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright, and it's basically a color corrector and a serum all in one, which is why I like it for days like this when I'm not doing like a full face but I still want to look awake. I have some purpleness in the inner corner that gives me a little bag, and then I do have some blue veins that are very accentuated when I'm tired around this area. A very big misconception: dark circles aren't a coverage issue, they're a color issue. So the shades in the color corrector have a pink, peach, and red tone that cancel out that darkness before you even add concealer. So instead of piling up a bunch of product, we are using color theory. Dot it right where I have darkness. Put some over here too. I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. This is very, very lightweight, but it actually does something because it has caffeine, hyaluronic acid, and peptides. So it's actually helping with puffiness and hydration too, which is obviously an extra plus. So just before I blend out that side, look at the difference. That is just the color corrector. It instantly canceled out that purpleness and like my blue veins, and that is the other side blended out. Then I go in with the Kosas Revealer Concealer on top. These are made to work together, so you can layer them without getting super cakey or creasing all day. And I put it mainly just right here, and I always get a shade that's a little bit lighter than the rest of my face. And if I have acne that I want to spot conceal, I'll go in with my one that is my exact skin tone. This concealer is super creamy. It gives that very fresh, hydrated finish instead of looking dry or thick. So this is especially amazing if you have issues with your under eyes looking super dry after you put concealer on, because I know I have that issue. So now my under eyes look super smooth, even, and light, like I got a bunch of sleep. I have worked with Kosas already in the past in another video months ago. I was using it off camera before that video, and I have been using it ever since, and you guys have seen in other videos. Like, this is my favorite duo ever. I love makeup, but I extra love makeup that is also skincare, helping your skin underneath. If dark circles are something that you deal with as well, I really recommend trying this two-step combo. You can shop Kosas Revealer Extra Bright and the Revealer Concealer through the link in my bio, or you can just scan this little code right here and you can save 15% off with my code. Thank you so much, Kosas, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. Okay, I'm gonna go and get ready and then we're gonna go to IKEA. We're returning this because it doesn't fit. We're picking up the one that does fit and then we're finally gonna be done. I wanted to get some jars and containers to sit on the countertop in the laundry room, and I found a lot of stuff in the $5 section, so I definitely scored. Beautiful! We're so close to being done. I have to put one more door on. Tyler had to run to Home Depot to get a longer hose. Anyways, we're definitely finishing this tonight. Are you fucking kidding? Does it not fit?
Mama.
Stopped filming the second it went all the way through. I am so in love with how the laundry room turned out. I have done a load of laundry almost every single day since we've had it. A very kind of spontaneous DIY project coming up next that was not gonna be in this video. I wasn't gonna do this. I saw a picture of one on Pinterest and literally went to Home Depot that day and decided to make this. I just put these burgundy curtains up and they actually match the ones in the bathroom. But the thing that I have been wanting for a long time, and I actually haven't done it because I didn't think it was gonna work with the cats, is a canopy. And you know the very classic canopies with the poles on all four sides of the bed? I think it'll just look weird with popcorn ceiling and with like not tall ceilings. But then I started looking up more canopies. I found this half canopy type of situation. So I'm completely DIYing it. I'm gonna show you guys the price at the end. I'm doing this like on a budget, trying to do it as cheaply as possible. I already went to Home Depot. So we can actually cut the
PPP pipe.
The PP pipe.
You gotta fix your hairline. You got a big smooth on your forehead. Oh no. There it is.
Go. Okay, hooks. We gotta do the hooks. This looks like it's really complicated. It is extremely easy. First off, you need two 10 feet PVC pipes, and make sure you get PVC pipe cutters. You want to cut it kind of to the length of your bed. I went a little over, so the curtains that are going to go on the side are around the bed rather than on top of the bed. To attach it to the wall, I used little hooks that screw into the wall, and honestly, it's not that heavy, so I didn't go in with anchors. But if you were going to be putting way more curtains than me, I would suggest anchors. I did put anchors in the ceiling. I put 4 panels of lace curtains on the back. Then you want to attach the 90-degree angles, put the shorter pipe pieces. I use 1 sheer curtain on each side, so 2 curtains in total. The front is the fun part because that's really where you can customize it on your own. 2 panels of really short valance curtains for the middle. Medium curtains next to those were actually placeholders. You're gonna see I got other ones that are adjustable, so it's more of a gradient. I actually only got 1 panel. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. This is what it looks like, and I cut it in half. Then we have this nice layer, so it's not just super choppy. And then I layered 2 more panels of sheer curtains on the back, and I just tacked tacked these into the ceiling. I tied those curtains off to the side with some ribbon that I had around the house, so they're draping and you can see the lace curtains behind it, and I just like the layering look. And then I didn't film this part. A sheer big fabric piece that I draped on the top. I did pin it in multiple places to the ceiling, and then it also draped down on the sides of the other sheer curtains, and I tied those up. This is the prices of everything, and this is the grand total. I don't know if this is considered expensive or not, if this was a budget-friendly thing in the end, but it was really fun to make and pretty simple. I did this in like less than 30 minutes, if I'm being completely honest with you. Luckily, our cats have not had any interest in like climbing it and tearing it down. In our apartment, we have 2.5 bathrooms. We have 2 normal bathrooms with showers upstairs, and then downstairs we have a half bath for when guests come over. I have kind of ignored this bathroom. In my head, I'm like, oh, I could do something so cool with it. I could decorate it so pretty, but I kind of just haven't dealt with it because I never really go in there. And the 2 bathrooms upstairs, I have very much decorated and I love them. And I was looking at the one downstairs and I just like got a vision of what I wanted it to look like. And first part of that vision was covering up the grayish wood cabinet under the sink. We have these cabinets everywhere in the apartment, in the kitchen, and all the bathrooms. And in both of the bathrooms, I have covered them up because I'm not a fan of this color. I have been very tempted to cover it up in the kitchen. It would just be so much time and money. Before deciding what color I wanted to change it to, I was looking at some storage options to put above the toilet, and I actually got the same exact one that is in the bathroom upstairs, but I got dark wood. And then I found this dark wood wrap that matched this so perfectly. And I put up my own gold towel rack underneath. I just like gold accessories more. The dark wood just transformed this bathroom. Added a few more little accessories. I've been thrifting like crazy. Going to Goodwill and Savers and a bunch of thrift stores, going to vintage thrift stores and eBay, Facebook Marketplace. And I'm trying to get more of a collection of wall art, mirrors, shelves that is coming up into our next portion of this video. Adding on and trying to complete my gallery wall that is going up the staircase. It's not done yet, but I am just loving how this is turning out. Another thing that I have slowly been collecting by thrifting and getting secondhand is vintage and antique plates, because I have been wanting to put an assortment of plates somewhere in my kitchen. Quite a few of these have little hooks on them already, but there are some that do not, and for those you have something to hang it up with. Super little ones, and they have birds, and this was like a little set. Oh, so gorgeous. I was just going through them and laying them out, and I just stopped filming. Look at this one. I'm like, that looks weird, and I don't know if it's like the way I moved it earlier because they were all stacked on top of each other. And I'm so sad because this was my favorite big plate that I got because it actually had color in it. For some of the plates that I don't really like think are that pretty, I am going to smash them up, use them in a different way. There's a few things that I want to do. I've seen some stuff where people stick it on like jewelry boxes, but the main one that I want to do is putting them on a plant pot and putting like joint compound or clay or something on the outside, and then pressing all of broken pieces from old china that no one's ever going to use, because that stuff's in thrift stores and it just gets thrown out if it's there for a long time. I mean, I could do that, or I could try and like cut this out more and make it like a picture frame or something. I'm so sad though, that sucks. One thing I like to do just kind of every season is change out the window cling that I have on the windows in my kitchen. Still had the Christmas ones that had like Christmas berries, and I actually don't know how I feel about this one. I might take it down soon and replace it with the other one that I have. It is really pretty. Stained glass, I like that type of look, so then in the morning when the sun is coming up, it shines rainbows all through the kitchen. But this one just has a lot of blue in it and it makes it really dark. I need more light to come through, but the good thing about these is you can reuse them. Another reason why I kind of want to switch it though is so I can kind of see through the windows a little bit more, because I put up 2 planters with flowers. Plants that are on my plant shelf in the living room. I sadly let all of my plants die around October, November last year, and then I put my Christmas village up there like you guys saw me taking it down. I got all of my new plants about 2 to 3 weeks ago now. I actually don't want to repot plants right when you bring them into your home. They're already extremely stressed from being moved around. They were either in like a greenhouse or a store, and then you move them to your home. Light changes, the temperature, and they're stressed. So if you repot them, the roots are going to be stressed. Plants adjust their root activity based on light and moisture conditions, so it's just best to give them like 1 to 2 weeks. I don't water them right away. I really make sure the soil, like when you stick your finger in it, is dry, or when you try and ball up the soil, it doesn't ball up. Kind of like reset their watering, because if you just water them right away, you could start over watering them and then it could start root rot, and I feel like a lot of people accidentally kill their plants that way. And I've been into plants for like all of last year. We moved into this apartment, and I was a little like the year before. I usually just accidentally let them die when I'm not doing good mentally. If my plants aren't doing good, you know that I'm in the trenches. I really love plants. I feel like plants bring so much life into your home. A lot of these could kill my cats if they ate them. You put those plants really high up. They cannot get to that shelf. They have never shown interest in hopping up there. If I didn't have that option, then I would obviously only have cat-safe plants. But as long as they're super high up, I'm good. I actually have to grab some of my other plants. I have a few propagations that I've had like a year now. Just need their water change out. I like to rinse the roots if I haven't switched out the water in a little bit. So I'm gonna go and grab all of those around the house. I think that is all of them. This is my longest one that I have. Might be 4 years old now. Not watered her in a while. I don't really think I've ever even posted like plant content. I don't know why. There'll be a little plant. It's like I'm in a freaking jungle over here. There's gonna be a little plant portion. I'm gonna remove all of the dead leaves, and then we're gonna get to repotting them. I luckily have not had a problem with fungal gnats this time, but I'm gonna be talking about how I deal with fungal gnats and the real raw truth of having a bunch of plants in your house is you're gonna have some bugs. That's kind of just a reality. When you bring a new plant in, you repot your stuff, there's already like larvae and fungal gnats in potting mix. But when I'm gonna repot everything, I'm gonna have to take some precautions to try and get rid of fungal gnats. refilled all of my water propagations. Do use tap water. None of my plants have had issues with it. If the plant starts acting finicky, I will switch it over to filtered water, but I have not had any problems with it. And then I always add in some plant food, and it's from this brand Happy Houseplant, and I'm also going to be using another thing from them, Fungus Gnat Death Drops, and this stuff's amazing. This is what got rid of all of my fungus gnats. Also, I used hydrogen peroxide, but I'm just going to be using this today because I'm going to be repotting, and this is kind of a preventative measure that we're taking just in case that there is some larva in the soil. Totally could do this outside. I never do. I always do it right here on my big counter, and then I just vacuum up all the dirt and sweep. It's gonna get a little messy, but that's okay. I'm gonna be making my potting mix. First up, we got potting soil. It is Miracle-Gro, and I know there is an extreme hatred for Miracle-Gro. There's a million reasons why, but one of the biggest complaints that I see people say is the problem with fungal gnats and that it just holds a lot of larvae. I have tried 2 other like more expensive soils, and it's just not worth it to me. This is at Home Depot and Lowe's, and I'm sorry, you're not gonna catch me buying soil for all of these plants that is like $10, $15, $20 more. So we go on with this. Next up, perlite. It helps with airflow, and it just helps roots not get root rot. Last is orchid bark. Kind of a similar thing as the perlite. It helps with airflow and drainage, and so the roots aren't just sitting directly in water. I really like a very chunky soil. 60-ish% soil, 25 to 30% orchid bark, and then a 15%-ish perlite. I kind of eyeball it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really measure things out. Shimmy it out of its little pot, preferably over the bowl, but you want to just be really gentle with the roots. You could go outside and hose it completely off and get all of the soil off. I've done that before and then repotted it in my mixture. But that's only, I feel like, if the soil that it's in is like ruining the plant, and then filling the sides up. Now we have our repotted plant, and I'm just gonna set all of them aside and we're gonna water them after. My favorite plant of all time, syngoniums. These things do not die on me. Love the two-toned leaves. Plant shelf all done. For watering, I don't have a set time frame. I'll check them every few days. I let the soil get pretty dry before I water it again, so I'm not over watering them. Along with the canopy in the bedroom, I kind of just wanted to change the whole vibe of the bedroom. The bedroom before is very light, and I do really like that look. The walls are white, the bed was white, the dresser's white. Wanted more depth. One thing I really loved about all the Christmas decor was having red everywhere, and it just was like deep and pretty, and I don't know. So I was like, let's deepen this up, and I got burgundy curtains, burgundy faux fur rug, and I did also get a new bedding set, a duvet, sheets, pillowcases in like this deep wine color. I love striped bedding, and I wasn't sure if the wine color was gonna go with the burgundy, but I actually really like it. The room looks completely different. It's completely transformed. I changed a few things up in my office, got rid of my couch in here because Miss Bella Girl peed on it a lot, so I got this new little chair here. And then behind me I made a mini little gallery wall with some vintage pictures, and I actually got this chair to sit at my desk, but it was too low and it was really hard to return, so it's just gonna sit over there now. The main thing that I'm very excited about is this wall over here. I want to wear heels more often, more on the casual. I just don't have room for them, and they're always in boxes in my closet. I have a shoe rack in there, but it's filled with other like boots and just other shoes. I felt like I just needed heels and purses on display so I can actually see them. How can I display them in a way where it doesn't look ugly and looks pretty? So I just ordered 2 curtain rods and DIY'd it. And please, like, people need to steal this idea. This isn't like groundbreaking or anything. I'm sure a million people have already done this. It just turned out so much better than I thought it was. I was nervous that the heels wouldn't stay and that they were gonna fall off, but they don't. For the purses, I just got some shower curtain hooks to hook them on, and I love how this turned out. I recently ordered a few mystery jewelry jars from eBay and Depop, and I already have quite a bit of storage for jewelry and my shell jewelry holders that I made, but I was like, how can I make this pretty on display? And I remember on Pinterest a while back seeing people put it on dartboards and cork boards. That is what I did, and I feel like it turned out really pretty. It looks really pretty next to my vanity, and something that is new on my vanity is this vintage lamp that I got from eBay. Originally, I'm really bad at looking at sizes of things online when I buy them. I thought it was gonna be like this big, and then I got it in the mail and it was this big, but I'm not mad at it because it is absolutely gorgeous, and I actually like it more being bigger. That's what she said, but in the master bathroom that's in our bedroom, I put these lace curtains super high up in front of our shower. It elevated the bathroom so much, made it look so much prettier. So I wanted to do that with our other bathroom upstairs, but instead of the white curtains, I did go for the deep burgundy again. Ow! Oh my god. Ow. This fall does not look that bad. I just threw the old shower curtain that just needed to be replaced, and I went to go get off of the lip of the bathtub. My toes caught the very corner of it and it's really slippery. I just like did the split, and my leg, that sound you hear, smacks the bottom part of the toilet. It hurt so bad I couldn't stand up right away, and I was kind of like trying because I'm like, oh crap, I was home alone, and I'm like, am I gonna need to go to the emergency room? Like, it was like that type of pain. A huge divot in my shin, and then I saw it in real time just start to swell, and I had this gigantuous bruise. I actually still have a lump right here. Definitely the worst bruise that I've ever got. To go along with that deep burgundy, I was originally going to just do a darker wood, but then I found this burgundy one, and it's not horrible. It just doesn't look as good as the fake wood one. I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. Maybe I'll change it to a wood one. Let me know. Now let's finally get into the cleaning. October to December is just such a busy time that I just feel like I never had time to do a super duper deep clean. You know, I did all the normals like wiping surfaces down and cleaning the toilets and doing the dishes, but I'm talking the walls needed to be cleaned. The molding near the floor, dust everywhere, and the main things that I really deep cleaned, like every single inch, were the bathrooms. I'm gonna clean all the bathrooms. I already have a lot of the decor up, the new decor, but what I like to do when I'm deep cleaning the bathrooms is completely gutting it, taking everything off of the shelves, everything out of the shower, because I'm gonna clean a lot of the bottles. I have to clean every single surface. I have a 𝙠𝙚𝙚𝙥 coffee. Instantly reminds me of 2020. Quarantine. It's not. It's not like the best coffee, but it's like instant coffee that you whip up. It's a whipped coffee. He doesn't like coffee. When doing a deep cleaning, get all my bottles and with antibacterial wipes, wipe down everything. And you know, the bottles can get dusty or the product is on the outside of the bottle. Specifically the stuff in the shower can get mold and stuff like that. Pink, orangish type of mold on the bottom of bottles. That is like a major thing that can make your bathroom smell. Smells cling to towels, curtains, rugs, the walls. Like you're gonna see, I'm gonna be scrubbing the walls. Cleaning bottles. One, like for skincare and stuff too, I've noticed when you get skincare or just every once in a while if you're having a breakout, disinfect all of your bottles. You're gonna be touching the bottles, putting the skincare in your hand and on your face, so if there's bacteria and stuff on the bottles, that is all going on your face. Every once in a while, I like to just do a full disinfection. So I'm doing that with everything that I'm putting on this shelf, and I will be doing that next to all of the stuff in the shower. Moving on to the rest of the apartment, just cleaning all surfaces, dusting everything. One thing I have to do basically every single day is a quick vacuum because I have 4 cats and it kind of just comes with having a bunch of cats. I have not done a vacuum in quite a bit of pulling everything out, vacuuming in every single little corner, so I did that, and then I steamed the floors. But I have not done a mop of every single room and every single inch in so long. This was like the cherry on top. apartment is finally completely cleaned, and not only just clean on the outside, but clean on the inside. Everything is organized, and I just feel like there's a weight off of my shoulders. I've just been like putting so many things off, and it's been so messy. It's just like one of those things that's like eating at you. It's like, oh, I know I need to do that, you know? Now that my apartment has had a glow up, I myself need a glow up, some self-care. So expect that next time when we see each other, okay? I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging again, I promise. But I'm so excited for what's just gonna be such an amazing year. I don't know who needs to hear this, but January is over, and maybe you made some goals in the beginning of January that you've already been putting off. You've been procrastinating already, and just you're like, oh, whatever, I already failed. I already gave up on them, so I don't care. You don't need the beginning of a year to start doing something. You can do it at any time. And I love making these videos. One, they make me productive, and they make me actually do the stuff that I need to do, and I know they help you guys to be more productive and motivate you to do things. But okay, I'm very happy to be back. I miss you guys. 2025 was honestly a very big year for me mentally and growth wise, and I'm so excited to grow with you guys in 2026. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for subscribing to me and watching me over these last like 5 years. We're almost at 1 million subscribers. Absolutely insane. Like, if I have a few videos that do good, we could hit 1 million like really soon. Absolutely insane. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I don't know if you like the way I put my words together, but I need you to stick with me just like some birds to fly.